Hello, you motherfuckers.
Good morning, bitches.
Good morning. We did that and I think the camera moved. As you guys are probably going to realize right now, currently, we are in a new environment. Unfortunately, though, the Wi-Fi decided to take a shit at this new place we moved to. So, unfortunately, there will be no uploads except for this video this week. But
You were talking about the Wi-Fi. Maybe you wanna.
I was on the phone for a total of 2 hours, people.
Yeah. With I don't blame him.
My brain hurts, and I get tech support. I really do. But when the customer is telling you that there's issues with the Wi-Fi, there's issues with the Wi-Fi. Listen to me and just listen to my guidance. Anyways, unfortunately, there will be no new stuff happening this week. This is kind of me just saying I'm sorry to everybody, but when we moved, we tried switching internet services because we heard the one internet service was better, and it's not. I've been having nothing but issues with them. So now we switched to a new one, and come to find out, my own landlord tried screwing me over. So fuck you. That's all situated. I just gotta wait 2 to 3 days to get the new router, and then so that'd be when new stuff gets posted. As of this whole week right now, there will be no uploads. So I do apologize about the inconvenience, but shit happens. I am still taking people's messages on Instagram that are messaging me. It is getting noted. It will be taken care of. I got a lot of shit I'm planning on doing for you guys. Where you have skits, so many skits planned for you guys. Don't you worry. You're in good hands.
All the skids that toilet paper can pick up. Oh no, those are skid marks. Sorry. I honestly. Whatever. Tomato.
But we did move. There's gonna be more stuff hanging up. I'm planning on buying some lights and actually putting them up around here, doing some cool stuff. A lot of skit ideas.
Should turn this into a red room.
I think our color is blue. Don't do that to me. I'm not a big red person. I like blue.
It's gonna be 50 Shades of Nickelodeon.
I did, real quick, they'll know this. I had an idea of getting 2 different lights, but they function the same. And it'll just be orange and red. Or orange and green. Because that's our color thing, orange and green. So I'm looking at, so I have my monitor up, as you guys can't tell. And I actually keep looking at that like I'm talking to it. And I'm like, I'm not talking, I'm talking to this, my phone. But yeah, no uploads this week. I want to truly apologize. I know it's actually outside of my complete control. I can't do anything about it. People have messaged me asking if we stopped making videos. No.
Yeah.
We can't really do much as of right now. We can't even record because it needs to do an update, and it's just not updating because the Wi-Fi service that they gave me sucks. And it's almost as close to I know, fuck it, I was going to say it. Verizon, fuck you. Fios, best Wi-Fi, fuck you. You're not that good. You freaking giving me 10 download speed when I got a gigabyte download speed, fuck you. I had Spectrum, and I had no issues with Spectrum. And then my landlord tried fucking me over with their Spectrum information. But fuck you. Anyways, love you guys.
Right. We're getting it worked out this week, and we'll be back on it soon.
I promise you guys. I promise you, this is all going to be taken care of and handled. So a lot of people have been messaging a lot more than I actually realized. Some people actually found me personally on Snapchat and were like, "Where'd you guys go?" I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" "Oh, I subscribed to your channel." I'm like, "You found me?" But anyways, yeah, people reached out to me on Snapchat, Instagram, and then there was on Twitter. But don't talk to that Twitter page of Nick Ravenwood because that one is hacked and I no longer have access to it. Some dude hacked it, and I'm not gonna talk because I could probably get demonetized. I can access it and I can see everything they're harding, and it puts Pornhub to shame.
I want to hack the hack. I want to see.
The only thing I can do is change the name. I can't do anything else. That and delete the account. I'm having too much fun seeing what they're liking. I can't like or comment on anything.
I want to see what they're doing just so I can look at you and go, "Nick, what are you doing?"
No, even I was like,
"It's your name."
I was like, "God damn, what the hell are you looking there, bro?" Anyways, yeah. So we did have an idea to do like a topic on something today, but as my phone decides to skin mark down a little further, We did have a topic we're going to talk about today, which we can probably do a small one if you want to.
If you want to do a small respawn,
This will be a small morning respawn episode.
there we go.
So this is not going to be a very long one. Joe, what was the topic?
The topic, I was actually inspired to do it last night. I was playing my N64, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and I looked at my N64 controller and I thought, this controller sucks. I love the system, but the topic is worst controllers, and I'm going to put mine out the way. I have two. The N64
You can only choose one. You must only choose
Okay,
one.
so I'm going to say it's between the N64 controller and the Duke. If you had the original Xbox, that is a standard controller that it came with. It was a big ass controller. But the problem with that one is, I have these small hands. If you remember the old Whopper commercial. And the controller is so big, and I was 7 fucking years old. So,
I mean,
if I had to choose which one's the worst between the N64 and the Duke, I would say the N64 just because we have 2 hands, there's 3 handles on it. I'm not Goro. I can't do this. So it doesn't naturally feel comfortable in my hands. It just doesn't. I'm sorry, Nintendo. I love the N64. It's a good system, but the controller does not feel good.
So what is your favorite controller? I already know this answer, but for them at home, what is your favorite controller?
PS4. PS4 because
I agree.
the stick, like the PS5 does feel good, but I feel like it's a little too wide. At least the PS4 had thinner handles, and for my hands naturally, it just feels great around that controller.
So my controller I hate is going to be a huge shock because it hurts my fingers whenever I use it. But it is this right here, and I'll show it to you guys. And I love this product. I love the Switch. I hate this. Would be good for you. How small it is. These small hands. For me, I have big hands, so the most uncomfortable controller for me is the Switch's controllers because yes, it is great optimization to configure these and make a controller out of it. Because Switch actually did a cool thing where you can take the Joy-Cons off and make a small controller. Joe, for a second, the fans, show how small your hands are. It fits perfect.
And actually, I want to say fuck you again because this feels pretty good. And you were making a point, and I don't like it.
See, now here's the problem with your hands compared to mine.
Good.
I'm not gripping around. This is my. No, this.
I'm glad you're uncomfortable.
No. Like, I love the Switch. I made sure there wasn't a cat behind.
There wasn't.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So
No cats were harmed in the making of this video.
Snowball likes to pop up behind. No, but the Nintendo Switch is my worst controller. Great design. Awesome, cool. It's attached to the product. But the fact that I had to go out and buy this, that is the same size as the Xbox. By the way, this company is really good. It's called ZenPro. I'm not a sponsor. I wish I was. But this feels like what an Xbox 360 controller felt like. It feels that way, but it's designed as an Xbox One.
I like it.
It feels really
I
good.
just don't know what to do with my middle fingers, and I'm not going to flip anybody off anymore. I literally, because everything else feels good, it's just my middle fingers are resting on the back, and I don't know what to do with them. That's why I like the PS4 controller, because I can kind of,
You can cup it.
yeah.
But
great controller nonetheless.
I bought this one for Nintendo Switch, and this one you can actually use on the Xbox. However, if you guys ever do plan on buying this controller, it is $60, which, right now it's actually not that bad because all the Xbox controllers are now $70. They got bumped to $70. All the PlayStations are getting bumped to $100. At that point in time, if you guys are going to, this is just me talking, this is my personal opinion. If you're going to buy a new controller, look into possibly, if you have the space and the range for it, buy a keyboard. But unfortunately, PlayStation has an issue where you need Razer. You need a Razer keyboard. Razer they are now making things a lot more price range now. Like you can buy the Chroma. The Chroma is like, I think $70. So you get a whole range keyboard that plugs in. There's some wireless options. I'm not trying to give you guys options here. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just simply giving. I got mine right down here. I got this baby I got on Black Friday, which is the Star Wars edition Razer keyboard. It's the Stormtrooper. That bad boy. I actually got the headphones right over there. But I could not get the mouse for the life of me because the mouse was consistently sold out.
Damn.
It was legit the Stormtrooper's helmet. Sexy. And I could not get it. I tried so hard. I even put a ticket in to get it. Now you can get it now, but it's
You'll probably miss everything if you're playing an FPS anyway.
You did. But the Nintendo Switch is my worst controller. I hate it. My favorite controller is the Xbox 360.
Fair.
And the only reason why, speaking of scuff, I got a scuff controller.
A scuff controller.
Yeah. And this one is the same exact design as the Xbox 360. And I have back pedals too, and then you can program this online. So, like, if I'm playing any game, I can actually put these as this, so I never have to take my hands off and just hit that. So, that feels just like an Xbox 360 controller.
It does.
Modified as a PlayStation.
Oh, I kind of like that.
And Scuff is not cheap. It is pretty expensive.
I want to push these buttons. Dude,
why are you breathing heavily? Give that back. It's getting stained. Now it smells of like Sunoco gas station.
Hey, don't hate on Sunoco gas stations. They saved my life. But that's a topic for another time.
Oh my god. But my favorite controller is Xbox 360, hands down. I'm not a fan of the Xbox One controller. I'm even not even a fan of the Xbox Series X controllers, which are these. I only bought this one because blue is my favorite color, and this one is called the Aurora. I'm not a fan of this because I just feel like response time with moving, it doesn't work. I love the design. I love the pattern. I'm just not a fan of the new design. I love the Xbox 360 always. And there's ways you can use an Xbox 360 on the Xbox Series X, but you need to get a USB plug-in that actually does a thing for it where it optimizes it, where you can use anything. You can even use a PlayStation 5 on the Xbox. But yeah, people are going to get a lot of hate for the Nintendo Switch, but that's because I have big hands. I actually never once played on an N64. So unfortunately, I can't give you an accurate reading because that'd be unfair. Same with the GameCube. A lot of people hated GameCube. I got to play one game on GameCube, and I was at my uncle's house, and it was Resident Evil. I think it was Resident Evil 0. And the Resident Evil 0 on the GameCube doesn't give you full optimization of how you're moving. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of go right, shoot, aim, shoot, move, run, drop. That's it. And like any other games like Smash Bros, that has more optimization of all the buttons you need to control and use. So unfortunately, I'm limited to what I can offer. As a brand controller, the worst branded controller, Mad Catz, you can die in a hole because of every single time I've had one of your controllers, because they're at the dollar store, I wonder why, they broke.
The Mad Catz controller, I had a couple of them when I had my original Xbox. And
this has more durability than the Mad Catz. It's a little shot glass dice thing.
Yep.
For Dungeons and Dragons. But anyways,
I called it the "fuck you, bad friend" controller, because that's the controller that you want to play multiplayer with, but you give it to your friend that's a bad friend, and you say "fuck you." Here's your controller.
Or, hear me out. It's the controller your aunts or uncles or your grandparents always gave because he's a gamer. I love my grandparents. They're no longer with us. God rest their souls. But I used to get those all the time for Christmas, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I would just throw it out.
Nobody liked Mad Catz
because they would immediately just break.
It worked for like 10 minutes.
No matter what you did, they just break. They just melt. They basically dissolve in your hands. I don't really have the best brand controller because I usually buy on-brand controllers now because I used to fish around Amazon a lot. At one point, I don't know where the recordings are. They're probably long gone. I used to try making reviews on controllers, like brands. Ooh. And the only thing I'll ever offer anybody, buy a Zed Pro if you're looking for one to play on your PC or your Switch. This thing,
it feels
good. You hear that? It doesn't have, it's so
smooth.
I've had this for, I want to say 2 years now.
If you grab a hold of one of them sticks, it just
glides. And
it feels so right.
I wish this type of stick would get up. I wish they had the same analog sticks on all consoles, honestly. But in order to do that, you have to, like, this is all metal. This is all metal on the inside, and I think it's called the Glide technology. So an analog stick, not to get into tech talk here, but the analog sticks, it has like 2 bands, and it controls where you're moving. That's how it catches the input. That's why stick drift happens, because after wear and tear of excessive use, it starts tearing. On these ones that are gliding, there is no wear and tear. Dirt will get in here. Debris will get in here. Use an air can. Just tilt to the side here, and you spray right there, and now it comes out. But yeah, I would definitely say the Zen Pro, Z-E-N Pro. There's different ones. It's by, what is it, Gillikit? G-L-I-K-I-T. Gillikit. I mean, $60. It's not that bad. It works if you're a huge PC gamer or you are hardcore on Switch. By all means, I'd recommend it. I like the Switch controllers. Cool design. But people who have big hands, it sucks. It freaking sucks. Even when you're holding it like this, I am so uncomfortable with it. Because I have to keep adjusting my palms to go push it upwards. And then if I have to use A, B, and X, Y,
Those buttons are so small.
They are small. I mean, they're good for you. I mean, look at comparison. Here's me. And then here's Joe.
Ooh, it's girthy.
So, child, adult. So now you... He says it's girthy. It makes you look comfortable in your hand.
I don't like that the D-pad's on the bottom and the stick's on the top. But that's just that's PlayStation in me.
But also, I mean, there's ones you can buy where it's reversed, where the buttons are actually here. Me, this is why I like PlayStation so much, is because, for me, I like that, I have all my controllers right here.
I should have brought my 64 controller.
I like the fact that everything's right here for me. I like that. So how the analog sticks are right here, I like that. That's why I like the Xbox 360, because the Xbox 360 is actually not that far off. It's like right here. And you still feel the same. If my thumb is up here and my thumb's down here, it might be just me, but I did find some people who are like me who don't like that feel. I like my thumbs being here. But however, I went too far into tech talk because that's just who I am.
Fucking nerd.
But yeah, I would definitely say check out Zen Pro if you guys are looking for Switch controllers. The Switch 2 is right around the corner. It comes out next month, I think, June 2nd or June 12th, something like that. For those who got the pre-order. I did not get my ticket yet, still waiting. But anyways, that's not a topic in our story. So, do you know what brand controller you hate? You can't copy me. Do you have any other brands?
I can't do Mad Cats.
Yeah. I mean, you can bowl, you can talk shit about them. I mean, I did that.
I just had the question pop up in my head.
One more thing. I used to throw them in the air and hit them with a bat.
That's what they're useful for.
Don't judge me.
I was going to say, DK Oldies. Think about this.
DK.
If DK Oldies...
We could have the whole topic on them.
That could be another day, but this could be a little teaser.
Real quick, before we go any further,
okay?
Because we'll say DK and save that for another time.
Okay.
Did you ever buy anything from them?
No.
I did.
I'm so sorry. We can save that. We could make a DK Oldies episode. There we go. So...
Because I got stories.
The question I have, and we can leave this open-ended, is if DK Oldies refurbished a Mad Catz controller.
Ooh, I irked a little bit.
What would it function properly, and how much would they charge?
I can answer all that right now, but that's going to take us to another 20 minutes to do.
I think that's going to be another episode right there.
Oh my god, talking about DK Oldies or other
or
game stores in general that are trying to refurbish shit and they don't. Real quick, I'm going to say this. Now, I'm being genuine about this.
Okay.
If you ever buy anything from DK Oldies, be very careful what you pay, what you buy. Other people get good shit. I got really bad shit, and I dealt with horrible customer. I did customer service for like almost 12, 13 years of my life. A lot of people, that's not a lot to me, that is. That's a lot of times dealing with people, and I understand everyone's frustrated. I understand people get upset, and there's a lot of situations that happen. But holy shit, was this the worst customer service I ever had in my entire life. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll save that for another video. As of right now, this week will not be any uploads. So I'm gonna cut it off real quick. No uploads at all. It's just gonna be this video. Once again, I'm sending my personal apology. That's personally just outside of my control.
Yep.
So I can't do anything else except make this video and just apologize. You might actually do some skits on the phone or do something funny. Who knows? I'm getting my new Wi-Fi and router in like 2 to 3 days. We'll figure that out. We're in a better environment though. It's way better here. I'm planning on putting up way more posters and buying more posters and hanging up behind us. I got more stuff in front of me because this is my personal stuff. But anyways, peace out, guys. Love you.
Be good people.
And fly high.